And with that, 3 hard weeks of production comes to a close. After spending hours at their computer screens, eating, breathing and living NEMation, the 10 finalists at NEMation 4 bade production farewell. And with production wrapping up, the students couldn't be more relieved.
Feeling good because finally our project has become something tangible. And in comparison to something that was just thought up in the beginning.
We're feeling very, very excited but very sad at the same time because we don't want this experience to end, but at the same time it's so tiring we can't wait for it to end.
The work was done, but not without its challenges.
I think the pre-production was the hardest because the reason why we chose to do stop motion so we didn't have to use the Toon Boom software, but in the end we still had to, so we had to draw every single frame out, which is over 1,000. It was really tiring.
To paste the post-its and make sure they stay on the wall because they always drop.
Others decided to just focus on the positive.
We shouldn't focus on the negatives but focus on the positives. Yes, there are some hard parts but they are not major to be talked about.
Funny enough, it wasn't NEMation, but little things like getting stuck in a blackout that the students count as their most memorable experiences.
We stayed back, a few groups stayed back to complete the pre-production, and then there was a really huge blackout and no one saved, so we all screamed and ran out and started going crazy. I didn't save! And then lights came on and it went off, on and off, so we got really annoyed and decided not to do anything. And we sat in a circle and introduced ourselves and then got to know each other and played games. Yeah.
Playing with other schools and within our own group. Yeah.
As voting begins, the teams make their final pitch.
So why should people vote for your team?
Because we are using the blood as a medium to show how Singaporeans can care for one another. That's something that I feel really very unique and nobody has actually used it before.
We are the first group in the history of NEMation to use a song which we wrote by ourselves and which our friends sang. So there's nothing professional about it except the process, the recording process. Other than that, it's very raw. It's what we think of care, which is a theme, and we are using rice, which is really hard to move around because it's grain by grain, and we have to do that for 1400 over frames, and that's a lot.
And perhaps their efforts will pay off. From now till public voting begins next month, the teams can only hope their works will win the support of viewers.